Hi guys, so welcome to this evening's relaxation session. It's really lovely to be here and to guide you through this session. As always, I always feel really honoured that I'm being given this opportunity to help people find a little bit of ease in the same way that many people are helping and have helped me also to find some ease through different ways, relaxation being one of them. So yeah, I always feel really lucky to be able to offer this in this space. For anyone that doesn't know who I am, I'm Lucy, I'm Ellie's mum, and I am the founder of the Ellie's Gift Project. And I really recognised very early on in my own grief that different modalities such as relaxation and mindfulness and yoga all really helped to support me. While they didn't obviously take away my grief, they definitely helped to bring some ease into some of the secondary experience of that. So things like exhaustion, things like aches and pains, things like, self-criticism and blame, all of which were really, adding on to the rawness of grief and what that is. So yeah, for me, this has been a really great way to be able to share my own experiences while also helping to support you in finding your own ways to relax. So what we're going to be doing then this evening is we're going to be going into a guided relaxation. But before we do that, I want to take you through a really short meditation practice, which is the 3-minute breathing space practice. So this practice is something that we advocate regularly on our mindfulness courses. So for anyone that doesn't know the other things that we offer here at the project, we offer, of course, monthly mindfulness drop-in sessions. But then for anyone who wants to go more deeper into how we can bring in the practice of mindfulness to support ourselves in grief, there are fully funded 8-week mindfulness and grief courses that we also offer. And on this course, we provide many different teaching points and different meditation practices, and one of which is the 3-minute breathing space. So the 3-minute breathing space is it's not something that we've made up. It's a practice that is used across many different, or I should imagine, many different mindfulness courses. And it's something that can be used in various different ways for different reasons for people, because of course everything's individual to each person. But for me in particular, in relation to grief, the 3-minute breathing space is especially useful for feeling overwhelmed and triggered. And this is certainly in the context in which we teach on the courses as well, when we bring in these different practices, which practices are useful for what. And when I say overwhelmed and triggered, as a bereaved mum, as a bereaved parent, that can take different forms, and the ways in which we can feel triggered are obviously different, because we're all different human beings having a completely different human experience. But triggers can be anywhere. I certainly know, even if it's in the supermarket, it might be that you bump into someone who doesn't know that you doesn't know what happened, and they ask you because maybe they've seen you sometime before having been pregnant, and they ask if you've had the baby yet, and then you find that you're having to be in this conversational situation where you maybe don't know what to say, or maybe you are finding that you are saying things, but you're feeling really, really exposed, really, really overwhelmed. And all you were trying to do was do your weekly shop, and yet you've bumped into someone. So for me, the 3-minute breathing space is especially useful, for example, if that was to happen, to have headphones, to maybe take yourself off to the toilet and pop your headphones in. It's 3 minutes. Or even go back to the car, pop your headphones in, listen to this track, and it just really helps to re-regulate and really help to bring in a little bit of stability again. So I wanted to introduce this meditation track to you, just in case it's something that you're not using. And of course, the recording is available on the Ellie's Gift Baby Loss app, so you can listen to that anytime, anywhere you are. But also over time, the more that you do this, the better able you will be in not using the recording. So because you'll, when we do things over and over again, we can get better and more familiar with them, which is always a really, really helpful thing. So I'm going to be taking you through that practice, and then following that, we're going to be doing a really deep relaxation practice too. And that is, again, designed to support you. I really recognise how exhausting grief can be. And I think making time for relaxation is really important. So I do this in my own ways in terms of looking after my own self. So something that I've been doing regularly is using relaxation tracks at bedtime, with the purpose of just deep relaxation. So very lately I've found that I've not really remembered the end of the track, and I've woke up in the morning and the track's been on, so it's obviously got me to sleep. And this might be the case for you this evening. You might be listening to this live, or you might be catching up with this session, but the invitation really is to get yourself as comfortable as you can. And you may even want to light a little incense, or you might want to bring your favorite blanket into the mix. I don't know. So it's all about creating comfort. And if you find that you're not really listening to my words and you're maybe drifting in and out of sleep, just let yourself go. This is really important. You just let your body do whatever your body wants to do, and go along with that. If your body needs to sleep, it needs to sleep. And just enjoy. So we're going to be doing that after the meditation practice, but for the first part, it really is about me just taking you through this very short practice, because hopefully it's something that you will be able to take away from the session and you'll be able to use in your everyday world if you're not already using it. Here at the Ellie's Gift Project, we're always really about sharing really tangible tools and ways in which you can support yourself out there in the real world in relation to grief. We are, as you know, we're not peer-to-peer support here. We are all about offering resources and education and things that can help to support people. And I hear time and time again how our classes and our courses really do provide that support for people out there in the real world. And thankfully, we have been funded to deliver these. But of course, the funding does run out at some point. So we are also saying that, we are trying to sort of fundraise as well alongside delivering these sessions. So if at the end you've enjoyed it and you want to make a small donation, that would be incredible. Anyway, so let's get started. We are going to be beginning with a very short meditation practice, as I've said. So for this practice in particular, I'll just give you a couple of moments or so just to get yourself into a comfortable seated position. So you may be lying down watching this at the moment, so if you can bring yourself up to a seated position and get yourself as comfortable as you can. You may want to sit on the floor, so that's what I'm currently doing at the moment, or you can sit on a chair. If you sit on a chair, I would say if you can uncross your legs so that your feet are firmly on the floor. And you may want to also pop a cushion underneath your arms. So if you can pop a cushion on your lap, your arms can rest comfortably on there. That's a very, very nice, comfortable posture to be in, if that feels right. But of course, all the same, you may just want to rest your arms down. And in terms of where your hands are, sometimes having your palms up can be a nice sort of practice. So I'm going to be taking you through this 3-minute breathing space. And this 3-minute breathing space is in, as it says, it's 3 minutes, it's in 3 parts. And the idea is that we are tuning into the body, thoughts, emotions and breath. And it pretty much is a really quick guided meditation which moves through each part. I'm not going to say too much more, I'm just going to guide you through the practice. So I'd like to invite you then just to close your eyes and maybe just taking in a couple of deep breaths in your own time. And then allowing your breathing to return to its own pace and rhythm. So we're just tuning in first of all to this moment now. So this moment now right here with me. Getting a sense of your body, the shape of your body, the weight of your body, and any sensations that you notice. So you may want to just do a really quick body scan, checking in with the body from head to toe. So the head, neck and shoulders, front and back of the body, the arms and the hands, lower legs, knees, feet. Sense of the whole of your body. And also the mind, so thoughts. So just making a note of thoughts. So sometimes labeling thoughts can be helpful. For example, if you're noticing that your mind is jumping into the future quite a lot, just noticing that your thoughts are future orientated. Or if they're going over things in the past, noticing the thoughts as past. So future, past. And emotions as well, so checking in with any emotions that you notice. Again, sometimes if you can't find the words, just matching emotions to a weather type can be helpful. So sunny, rainy, stormy, whatever it may be. So we're just checking in with body, thoughts, emotions. Moving now into the next part, so tuning into the breath. So we're zooming right into the breathing now. So where you find the breath in your body, wherever you notice it most, I'd like to invite you to take your attention there. Noticing your breathing as you breathe in, as you breathe out. The sensations of breath. As best as you can, just following the in-breath and the out-breath. Noticing breath in the body, in your body now. And then zooming right back out again, so noticing the body, this moment now, sensations, thoughts, emotions, breath, sound, everything about this moment now, just tuning in. This open awareness. So you're just a witness to it all. And then very, very gently opening your eyes, if your eyes have been closed. You may want to just move the body then. So a really, really quick demonstration of what a 3-minute breathing space could look like. There's different variations in terms of the guidance around that, but generally it's kind of depicted in an hourglass shape. So you've got this open awareness. You're aware of everything from your body, thoughts, emotions, sounds, that direct experience. And then we're zooming right in. So the hourglass comes right in the middle. So we're zooming right in on the breath. So again, looking at where you feel the breath in the body, sensations of the breath. You just stay with that for another minute. And then zooming right back out again to that open awareness. So that hourglass shape. And that's a really, really helpful practice, as I said, for feeling overwhelmed. It's a helpful practice to help to re-regulate, to find some stability. And if you like that practice, the simplicity of it, then, as I said, you can access the recording on the Ellie's Gift app. And again, over time, if you wanted to, you can then not use the recording. That's also really helpful when you practice it loads. And then for anyone else who's interested in other short practices as well, there's also lots of other resources on the Ellie's Gift app too. So please do lean into all the different meditations on there. You might find that they are really helpful for you as you navigate your everyday life in terms of grief and all that shows up for you in that experience. So we're going to be moving in then now to our guided relaxation practice. And this part really is all about rest and finding ease. So we are going to be using the breath, we are going to be using numbers, and the invitation really is to just give yourself permission to completely and truly rest and let go. And what I mean by that is that many of us can spend a lot of our time in a very heightened, stressed state for many different reasons. Grief can definitely bring all of that out in us. And it's very, I guess, easy to put things like relaxation to the bottom of our important list. Sometimes it can feel more attractive to maybe watch things on TV instead, or to maybe drink alcohol, or just bring things in which are not very nourishing in the same way. And whilst I'm all for everything in moderation, I think it's really important to also bring in some real wholesome ways to relax. And guided relaxation is really one of those things that we can do. So wherever you are, I'd like you to get yourself in the most comfiest position. So you can use any blankets or cushions, and making sure that you are not interrupted as best as you're able to. I appreciate that we all live in different households, and sometimes some households are noisier than others. So yeah, I'll give yourself a couple of moments to get yourself relaxed there. Okay, so presuming that you are in a comfortable position then, I would like to invite you to close your eyes. And we'll take in some deeper breaths together now. So breathing slowly in. And releasing your breath. Breathing slowly in. Releasing the breath. Breathing slowly in. And releasing the breath. And then just allowing your breathing to return to its own pace and rhythm. As you rest here with your eyes closed. And then just getting a sense of all the different contact points between your body and the surface beneath it or behind it. All the different contact points. So this is the parts of your body that are connecting to the surface beneath it or behind it. And then just seeing if you can relax your body a little bit more into this surface. Relaxing your body a little bit more. So you're really giving yourself permission to be held and supported in the safety of this moment now. And it really is possible to relax a little bit more. Let's take in another deep breath in, breathing slowly in. And as you release your breath all the way out, again, just seeing if you can release and relax your body a little bit more into the surface beneath it and behind it. That's right. And then I'd like you to notice in this moment now all of the different areas in your body that feel relaxed and comfortable. Maybe just exploring where in your body you feel warm, you feel relaxed. It might be that you are resting on a very comfortable bed with a very comfortable duvet. And you're able just to snuggle in a little bit more. You may have a soft blanket. If there's any textures around you now that feel comfortable, comforting, and just get a sense of the feeling of those textures. It might be that you choose to stroke a comfortable blanket now, or a soft pillow. So we're just really exploring our tactile experience in this moment now. Enjoying being comfortable and safe and warm and relaxed. Giving ourselves permission to completely release any tension. Relax the body in the way that we deserve to. So let's take in again 3 deep breaths together. So we're going to deepen the breath now. So breathing slowly in. And releasing the breath. Breathing slowly in. And releasing the breath. And slowly in. And releasing the breath. And then just allowing the breathing to return to its own pace and rhythm again. As you find that your body has released and relaxed a little bit more. So just tuning into the body and the very top of your head. And if you've been doing these sessions for some time now, you'll be familiar with a body scan and what that means. For anyone who's not familiar with a body scan, we're just going to be tuning in to various areas in our body. So taking our attention there, noticing. So tuning in. And then in this particular practice, we're not just noticing, but we are literally relaxing. Any areas that we notice are a little bit tight, a little bit tense, and we're able just to relax them. So beginning at the very top of your head and taking your attention down to your forehead. And if you notice any tension there, just very, very gently releasing and relaxing that tension. And just below the forehead are the eyes. So noticing any tension, tightness here. And again, just seeing if you can relax the eyes. So you're relaxing and resting the eyes and the forehead. And taking your attention now down past the eyes and the forehead. And then noticing the cheeks and the mouth and the jaw. And again, any tension here. So sometimes people find that they clench their jaw. So whatever you find, just see if you can relax and release a little bit more. Relax and release a little bit more. So that the whole of your face, feels relaxed. And let's take in another deep breath together now. So breathing slowly in. And as you release your breath all the way out, just seeing if you can release and relax the whole of your head a little bit more. Again, another deep breath in. Releasing the breath, releasing and relaxing. Noticing the difference now. And now taking that very gentle spotlight of awareness down your neck and your shoulders. So just resting your awareness on your shoulders, the left shoulder, the right shoulder. Noticing any tension, any tightness, any holding. And again, just seeing if you can release and relax into the shoulder area. So you may find that you're able to physically relax the shoulders down now. Many of us walk around with our shoulders very, very tight, very, very tense. We hold the shoulders tight and tense when we drive. We hold the steering wheel very tightly and in a very, very fixed hold. So this can be because many of us walk around with so much tension. So just seeing if you can release and relax the shoulders down a little bit more. Releasing, relaxing. Taking that body scan now down your arms, top of your arms, your elbows, the forearms, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. Noticing any tension, any tightness, any holding, any gripping, and just seeing if you can release and soften. Release and soften a little bit. You may find tension in the hands or tightness in the hands as you notice these areas. So just seeing if you can soften the hands. Soften the hands. Allowing your arms to be heavy. Taking a slow deep breath in with me, so breathing in. Releasing the breath. Breathing slowly in. Releasing the breath. And then breathing at your normal pace and rhythm. Arms heavy, arms still, hands soft. And noticing the front and the back of your body. Is there any tightness here, any holding here, any gripping here? And whatever you find, just seeing if you can again soften, release, relax. The surface beneath your body is holding and supporting you. So let yourself relax. Let yourself release. So your head, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, front and back of your body, all relax now. All relax now. And then taking that spotlight of awareness down past the front and back of your body, so down past your hips to your lower legs and thighs, left leg, right leg. Again, noticing if there's any tension here, any tightness, any holding, any gripping. And as best as you can, just seeing if you can release and relax into that a little bit more. Releasing and relaxing. And taking in a slow deep breath again, so breathing slowly in. And as you release your breath, relaxing and releasing a little bit more. Another deep breath in. Releasing and relaxing a little bit more. So now your head and your neck and shoulders, front and back of your body, arms and hands, your thighs, and your lower legs are all comfortably relaxed. And now focusing your awareness on your feet. You want to gently wiggle your toes, very, very slowly. Noticing any sensations as you do this. And then bringing your feet into stillness. Again, noticing any tension or tightness, any holding, any gripping. And just seeing if you can work to release and relax. So completely relaxing the feet. Completely relaxing the feet. So that the whole of your body resting here on that wonderfully relaxing surface is comfortably relaxed. And just getting the sense of the whole of your body now. Looking for any residual areas of tension or tightness. And just seeing if it's even possible to relax and release a little bit more into those areas now. A little bit more. Maybe let's take in another 3 deep breaths together. With every out breath, relaxing the body even more now. So breathing slowly in. And breathing slowly out. Again, breathing slowly in. Releasing the breath out. Slowly in. and slowly out. And then breathing at your normal pace and rhythm. Breathing at your normal pace and rhythm. So while you may not feel that it's even more possible to feel much more relaxed than you do now, we're going to be using numbers to try and see if we can take ourselves even deeper into relaxation. Even deeper now. So I'm going to be counting down from 10 to 1. And as I slowly move down these numbers, I'd like to invite you to see if you can release and relax and let go a little bit more. Even if this means that you fall into sleep, it's absolutely fine. Not many of us give ourselves permission to truly relax, to truly let go. So just getting a sense of the whole of your body now, lying here in this moment. Taking your attention to all the different areas that feel comfortable, relaxed, warm. Again, noticing any textures that you feel drawn to. So you might have a soft, fluffy blanket, or maybe a comfortable cushion. Or there may even be relaxing smells in the air. So just getting a sense of all of what you notice. And really recognizing this as relaxation. These wonderful sensations that are helping you to feel calm, safe, and relaxed. Calm, safe, and relaxed. So we're going to be using numbers to see if we can go a little bit deeper now. So I'm going to be counting down from 10 to 1. 10. Just seeing if you can relax and release a little bit more into the surface that holds your body now. You may even want to use the breath to do this. Really giving yourself permission to release and relax. Nine. Moving even deeper now as we move down these numbers. 8. Allowing any areas in your body to soften. Any areas that still feel tight or tense. With the number 8, allowing these areas to soften. 7. Moving down these numbers now moving down even deeper into relaxation. 6. Finding yourself falling deeper into relaxation. 5. Releasing, relaxing. Breath becoming deeper, body becoming softer. 5. Moving down these numbers, moving further down, moving deeper down to 4. So relaxed now, so relaxed. 3. Falling even deeper, falling even deeper. 2. So relaxed. 1. So relaxed now that the body feels so heavy, feeling impossible to move from this relaxed state in the stillness, in the safety of this moment. So I'm going to be using numbers again to count down even more now. Just let yourself relax. Sometimes when we think it's not possible to go deeper, it can be possible. So counting down now again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving even deeper now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to be still. So just resting here as you listen to the music. We're going to be resting for the next 5 minutes now in silence while the music plays. So just enjoy this time to really relax and rest. I'm going to be moving out of this relaxation, moving out of the practice now. So if you are listening to this and you want to stay where you are, if you are feeling very sleepy now, then the invitation is just to rest. If you're listening to this at a time of the day that you need to reintegrate back into, then I would like to invite you to move the body now. So beginning to move the fingers very, very slowly, waking up the fingers, and then just moving the hands, so in any way you want to, wiggling the fingers, rotating the wrists. So really just waking up this area in the body. You may want to just start moving the body, moving other areas of the body in any way that you feel able to, any way that feels right for you. Moving the arms, the legs, very, very gently, allowing the eyes to open, very, very gently. Getting a sense of your surroundings now, the colours, the shapes, the room that you're in. And taking in a few deeper, refreshing breaths, so breathing slowly in and releasing the breath. Again, slowly in, releasing the breath. Moving the shoulders, taking a stretch. Whatever you need in this moment to wake the body up, just really kind of gently easing your way back into this moment. Sometimes it's really good to journal after relaxation. If you've got 5 minutes or so, just to jot down a few little things as to what you feel's important to you, or what you noticed, or what you enjoyed. Sometimes for me, relaxation can really remind me that I need more of it. I need more of it in my life, in my world. So journaling is a really good way to bring, again, awareness into our daily life. We do have a journaling tool on the Ellie's Gift app. If you want to use that, then you're more than welcome to. It's a free tool. There's the opportunity to track your weather, your daily weather, not in terms of where you are, I mean internally, your emotional weather and your energy levels as well. And that's a really great thing to do, because sometimes in grief it can feel like we may feel all of one way all of the time, when actually when we start to track how we feel, it can bring more insight into the fact that we're not always one way. And in fact, very much just like the British weather here, we are constantly changing. So yeah, the journal's a really great tool to use, and I always find journaling very, very helpful. So I really hope that you enjoyed the session this evening, wherever you are. Whatever time you're listening to it. You may not be listening to it live now, you might be catching up with it another time, but it's been really lovely to take you through this practice. I really hope that you found it helpful. Please leave a comment to let us know how you found it. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you can make a donation, amazing, that would be incredible. You can do so on our website on ellies.gift. And also, if you haven't already downloaded the Ellie's Gift app, then please do so. There's lots of other meditations on there. And make use of our other courses and offerings. We've got yoga, we've got mindfulness monthly drop-ins, and also our 8-week courses too. And also, very, very soon, we have the release of our brand new book, which is Ellie's Gift, A Mindful Approach to Baby Loss. So, we've got lots on offer here at the project, all for you. And of course, all of our support is completely free. So thank you so much for your support. You go well, and I will see you very soon. You've got the wonderful Katie next week, and then I will be back the following week. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.